Hello Inzainiacs, and welcome to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. We picked up a couple missions. I will show you the missions here. Right here we got. Alright, we got perform a visual surveys, which we have to do in a airplane type deal. So we got to get some science so that we can do an air, get the wings and stuff, because we don't have wings yet for our airplanes. We got one to test the jet engine, which we will probably put on the airplane that we're going to test, or that we're going to go do the first mission, the flybys or whatever. We got to test a Rockomax brand decoupler. We have to achieve a land distance of 28 kilometers from KSC, which is not going to be too difficult. We'll probably do that in this one, actually. We have to test the TR2C stack separator. This has to be on a suborbital trajectory. I'm not quite certain exactly what that means. I'm assuming that, really freaking high. Yeah, between 80 and 86 meters. So, achieve the goal of orbit Kerbin. Set speed record of 2,500 meters per second. Alright, so, what I have done, because in the last little science thingy that we spent, we ended up getting the radial decouplers. So I have put 4 of these Rockomax, or no, BACC Thumper solid fuel boosters. These big bad boys right here. These ought to get us going pretty dadgum quick. And then after they kick off, I can then kick on this. 1 and 3 is 4. And that needs to go right here. So we'll drag that up here. Then that will pop them. I'm just going over the staging real quick to make sure everything's right. Alright, one thing we need to change, we figured out from the last re-entry, is that this junk, whoops, hopefully that went back on right. Yep. Right here will not work. So we have to drop that. What I'm going to try for is to do that and then use because we're going orbital, so we're going to be doing some sci-fi stuff, which, okay, that's the big one that I just got. That's a stack separator. Alright, so we need that one. There we go. And then we can attach that. And for this, I'm just thinking here, I don't think we need that decoupler. Be honest with you. Well, actually, we need to go a little taller. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook this all together. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take and go like so. See, I did the majority of the build off camera, but we're going to go like so. Unhook that, hook that up. Give me a small engine. There we go. We should have that little dinky. Oh, we didn't get it yet? I thought we got it. We'll use this little one right here. There we go. It's going to add a little bit of length to, it's going to add a little bit of length to our rocket, but that's fine. Alright. So now what we've got, let's just set it all up, is we got our 4 BACC rocket boosters, our solid fuel boosters are going to kick off. That needs to be higher. So where's that? That's going up here somewhere. So we got our 4 BACC rocket solid fuel boosters going to kick off. Then we're going to break them free. They're going to scatter out, and we're going to take off with this bottom. This should be the bottom engine, and it is. And then this needs to go up because that's the very top one actually. So that needs to be up there. That needs to be up there. So let's go plus, and let's see. Then we have that kick off and that engine kick off. Alright, so they're going to break off at the same time and ignite that engine. And then we need one more to break that off while we come back in to get rid of all this fuel tank and the engine. Now this fuel tank, this engine is going to be simply to turn back towards Kerbin and do a re-entry. That's the only purpose of it. So we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 plus these to get out, which we probably don't need, but we need the length. That way it just doesn't look funny. So yeah, we're going to try this. Basically the goal here is to launch, get into an orbit, and then land. And we're going to do science, of course, when we get into space, and we can eject out and grab all the science data and all that good stuff. So I think we are ready. This will be the ILV-5. We're going to save it. And everything else looks like we are pretty much good to go. Now, do I have any of the aesthetics, the aerodynamic nose cones? Ooh, I do. Oh, yeah. Why won't you go on top? Oh, them are too small. I need these. There we go. That'll help with the aerodynamics. Now, are we over the parts? We are over by 3 parts. Dadgummit. So we have 3 parts we can take off. We can take off one of these, and that would be 2. I guess we're just going to have to do it not very aerodynamic. Do it like so. That's all we can do because of this freaking part restriction. How much money do we have? You can't really see in here, can you? All right, we're going to save it again. Save it like that. Oh, we can. 260,000. I think we need 250,000 just to upgrade again, but let's go out and look. Let's see what we need to this guy, because we need 3 parts. 282,000. Max vessel size unlimited. Max vessel weight unlimited. That'll be nice once we get to the unlimited. Right now we can only have 36 meters and by 36 meters. And so, wait. Maybe it's in here. Max part supported 30. We need 225,000. Which we could probably do, but then we're probably not going to have the parts. 225, that'll give us 50,000. Or well, 35,000. Let's go inside and see the value on the ship. 17,000. So we'll have enough. Yeah, we're going to risk it. We're going to upgrade our VAB. Ooh, that looks nice. Got some hangars now. We're going to now go in, and we got 35,000. So now we can put the aerodynamic fin or cones, nose cones. There we go. Didn't really have to have them, but it's going to be better aerodynamically, especially with the whole new aerodynamic system. Now we do not have the little stand-up things, and that kind of sucks. The things that hold it up. But we will get them soon. We've got some batteries. So we could put some batteries on here. How much are they a piece? 80? We've got one of them little service bays. Which is, I think that's bigger. Let's see. No? I wonder if that would throw our... Yeah, it probably will. But we're going to put it on there anyway. And then we can open this. And then we can fill it full of batteries. Or I thought you could. That is very strange, a strange apparatus. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go into structural. We'll put one of these bad boys in there if we can. No, they're too big. Yeah, I don't quite know how you're supposed to fill these. I mean, I know what they're made for. They're made to, it tells you when you build one. Where's it at? Where is it? I don't know. I lost it. Utility. It says a heat-resistant service bay ideal for protecting delicate instruments or stowing small service components such as RC tanks, batteries, etc. Well, how do you store stuff in there? I can't get the batteries to go in there. They want to lay sideways. Yeah, see, they all want to lay crooked. I don't know. I'm sure you've got to put something inside the middle of it, then you can wrap them around it or something. You'd think you'd be able to just lay them on it flat, though. Probably got to use some of these buttons, and I don't know how to use them. Yeah, I don't know how to use these yet. We'll figure that out off camera. All right, so let's just we should do it the old-fashioned way, which is just wrap them around the fuel cell. But I think that kind of stuff breaks off now. So let me look. I mean, I can put them there like that, but that's kind of cheating in my opinion. Let me, let's tinker with this. Structural. I want one. And ooh, there we go. It still kind of goes down into this other one though, see? And that ain't good. I need the smaller, these are smaller ones. I thought you can get smaller ones, I know, but yeah, I don't know. Alright, so we'll just scratch it. We tried. I just wanted to put a couple batteries on there, so what we'll do is we'll go to utility and I'll set it to 2 batteries. We'll put 2 batteries out here on the outside of this fuel tank, and if they get burned off, they get burned off. Here, we'll go with 4. Because the engine recharges the batteries while the engines are going. So there we go. That'll work. Or I think it'll work. We'll find out. We'll save it and let's go launch it. Hopefully it stands up. And it does. Fantabulous. Alright, let's hit Z to go all the way up. We'll hit R or T to turn on our SAS. And we are going to... We're going to get a crew report. I don't know if we ever have. Yeah, we have. So we're going to cancel that. Alright, we don't need any crew reports for here. We've gotten all the science we can. So I think we are pretty much ready to just go. Jebediah, are you good, buddy? Are you sure? Let's do an EVA. Oh, no! Poor Jebediah. I forgot to grab hold. I got clumsy. Alright, we got to revert. Revert flight. Revert the launch pad. Jebediah's a clumsy guy. He stepped out thinking we were in space. He was like, hey, why are you getting me out here on this for? There's gravity here. All right, so let's try the EVA one more time. I hit F, by golly. We will get him. Revert to launch. I don't think we're losing any money for this. Come on, EVA. Why is he having such a problem grabbing hold of that ladder? I think I'm hitting the wrong button. All right, revert flight, forget it. Forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it. We'll just go. I'm gonna get it though. I almost grabbed hold of that ladder, see? All right, so we're gonna hit Z to get all of our power up. We're gonna get him into space and we'll deal with it there. The few science we might have got for being an EVA here, we can get later when we take off in a plane. We can just grab some stuff. I don't know. Let's make sure we got everything right. 4 to kick off to go, and then we're going to drop them and then burn our first, because that one made us all the way into space last time. So we should be good to go now. Then we're going to pop that, and it'll kick off that one for re-entry. And then we'll pop it loose, and there'll be nothing but our dealio, our capsule, coming back into land. 10-4, good buddy. All right, so we're probably not going to need these batteries, but, you know, they're already on there. So we are going to take off in T-minus 3, 2, 1, launch. Hopefully we can break this speed record also. All right, I'm going to start tipping us over if I can, which I don't seem to be able to. I'll be able to after the BACCs drop. Unfortunately, it's... Why can I not turn this ship at all? Yeah, I can't get it to turn at all. There we go. We're finally starting to lay over just a hair. And I'm still holding this button. Keep going. Come on, turn us, turn us, turn us. It's going to be a really, 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 really bad. All right, come on. We're almost out of fuel, too. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. That's a button you're not supposed to hit. All right, let's check the map. Let's drop our fuel. Good golly. Woo. We're going up to 300,000 meters. We're going to land on another continent. I don't think we're going to get it. I don't think we're going to get it. Let me see how much fuel we have. We can click up here and see. Liquid fuel. Oh, good golly. Yeah, we're not going to get it. Hopefully we'll get some science, though. Good golly. Then what we'll do is we'll launch again, and I'll try and figure out a way. I'll take them wings off or something. Maybe having all them wings on is what stopped it, because I could not control it at all. All right, so we can speed up quite a bit. Get us up to the top. And now we can go into the ship. Hit M again. Let's see, because we're way out above 300, if we get anything different on this mystery goo. Extremely deep. Yeah, there's 15 right there. We're going to keep the data. We're going to do a crew report. High over Kerbin. There's another 7.5. We're going to EVA Jeb. Or, yeah, Jeb. So let's go ahead and EVA him. And he can grab out here, F. There we go. Alright, so let's do an EVA report out here. Another 12. We're going to click on this one. Collect the data. Remove it. We're going to click on here. And we're going to store the experiments. We're going to go down to here. We're going to observe it. Or wait, no, I got to be inside. B. So we're going to click on this and observe the materials bay. Another, ooh, that's 37. Keep that data. I'm going to EVA Jeb one more time. And we're going to come down here. All right, there we go. We're going to collect that data if we can get close enough to it. Wrong buttons. I hate not having my thrustmaster. I might actually, because I'm playing this, end up hooking my thrustmaster back up. Let's go ahead and grab hold of this ladder. There we go. And then we can board again. And we can reset this guy, right? No, I guess you got to be outside. Where are we at on the map? Oh, we're still way up. We can EVA again. We can come down, hit the space button to let go. Hit R to turn on our little RCS deals. Control brings us down. Yes, folks, we are floating in space. Restore. What? Only scientists can't. Oh, that's ghetto. Alright, let's get back in. So it's okay. So let's we got the data out of it. That's the good thing. But we can't reset it. You got to have a scientist. Let's see if we can get something from the mystery goo here. Oh yeah, another 15 science. Let's try and do another crew report. Cancel. Alright, we need to do one more EVA. Alright, and we are going to take data. And then we are going to store data. And then we are going to board. And now we should be able to do a crew report again. Yeah, another 7 science. All right. And we could also possibly get out and do another EVA report at this. Oh, yes. No, see the science just coming in. Just coming in. We can click on there. We can take the data and then store all the experiments. Store the experiment. Oh, we can't. We can only have 6 stored, apparently. Cancel. Crew report. Uh-oh. Board. Yeah, dump it. That's all we can do. Alright, so let's separate from that. And now we're going to speed up time as fast as we can. And then slow it down. Don't worry, it's just the science containers busting off. Pop our parachute now that we're past all that. Fantastic. I ain't worried about the science. That's why you note, this is why you always take your science out of those things while you're up there, because upon re-entry with this new system, there's a high likelihood they're going to blow up like so. And it might not happen until you get right down here above the water. You never know when it's going to happen. But we've grabbed all that experiments. This thing apparently can only store five data. All right, we're going to see about a crew report. Keep the data. Now I'm going to get real fancy. You can lay this over. There we go. If you get it just right, like that, it'll be on its side. See how it's on its side? I don't want it too much on its side. I just want it on its side enough to where I can get back up on top of it. Now we can do an EVA with Jeb out here in the water. We can get an EVA report. Now we don't want the flying over, I don't think. Well, yeah, we'll take that. Keep data. Then board. And now we're ready to recover. We should get that back. A bunch of money. We got 107 science from that. Fantastic. Parts. We got back the command pod, the parachute, the stuff that was hooked to the command pod that survived. We made 136,000, or about 120,000 off of it. Next, we didn't gain any reputation because we didn't complete any missions. I forgot to use that thing on the launch pad. But we hit done. And we now have some science to spend. So now I can get the flight wings, all the different wings and stuff. So we're going to research that. And then we can get one of these. So let's see which one's the most important to us. A winglet, reaction wheel, and an inline cockpit. Not necessarily so important. Structural stuff, adapters, and the stability enhancers, or a larger fuel tank, a liquid fuel engine, a smaller one for space, and then a thud liquid fuel engine, which is a side-mounted engine. I think we're going to go for this one for the stability enhancers. And we're working towards enough, and we'll get this one next, and then probably finish off with that one. This is going to give us our fuel lines. That's pretty important too for multi-stage rockets. But for right now, for what we're doing, it's not so bad. So we didn't get an orbit out of it. We're going to try again without the fins and see if maybe we can, or maybe with just 2 of them or something, and see if maybe we can get it. I couldn't get it to spin, to turn, and I'm not quite sure why. I mean, it's like a rocket. It goes one direction. So I maybe those enhancers, maybe these little winglets, well, they're wings that you can twist. And with the wings that you can twist, you might be able to control you know, your direction. So we'll have to wait until we get them. But, you know, right now we've got the wings, so we can go into this big bad boy right here, and we can start building us an airplane. So we got us a Mark 1 cockpit. We need some fuel tanks for it. Where's the fuel? There we go. So we can just put a few fuel tanks on this bad boy. I'm guessing that they all burn off liquid fuel. I don't know. We'll put 4 tanks on there. And then we can go to engines. Basic jet engine. Now, does that need like a intake? Small nose cone. Yeah, radial air intake. Oh, that's kind of cool. We will put this. Yeah, let's get centered. There we go. We'll put it right there. Oh, yeah. And that should give us the air intake that we need for the jet engine to run. Now, these jet engines run off liquid fuel, correct? Wesley basic jet engine. Liquid fuel, yes. Liquid fuel and air intake. So all of these guys, all we need is liquid fuel. I don't think we need the oxidizer. So we're going to try without the oxidizer. Alright. Because I don't think you need any liquid. Intake air and liquid fuel is all that they use. As to where these guys, whoops. These guys, it tells you liquid fuel and oxidizer for the propellant. Alright. So we've got that. Now we just need to put some landing gear on it. Do we have any landing gear? Please have landing gear. Utility. Oh yes. We got a front landing gear wheel. Which we'll put right there. Alright. And then we need our twin set fixed. Doubled up and put that's what I'm looking for. There we go. All right. That should work. All right. They're a little crooked, but they should work. As long as we land carefully. I wish you could extend this guy down some. Because it doesn't. I think it's backwards too. I don't know for certain. I think that looks backwards. There we go. Like that, maybe. I can't tell. I cannot tell. Alright, now we need some wings. Alright, so we got swept wings, a tail fin, tail connector, wing connector, and we got some AVT-1 winglets and some Delta Deluxe winglets. What are these? Alright, let's put these out together so that we can see what they look like. Alright, definitely like these better, but I don't know what these do. And then we got some swept wings. Ooh, them look kind of good. Alright, we need to get all this stuff on. Center of lift, center of mass, or center of thrust, and then the center of mass. Alright, about like so. And then a tail fin. We could use twin tail fins. That looks kind of cool. There we go. Big old huge tail fin on the back of it. I don't know if it's going to fly. I don't know what's going to happen. What is this? Oh, that's like to build your own big wing or something. I don't have any. What is that? Ooh, Elevon. Basically, it's an elevator. So, I don't know if that black stuff right there, if that is an elevator, to be honest with you. So, this is going to be Jet 1, because Jet Li's busy. We're going to save it. And I don't know if this thing's going to take off. I don't know if it's going to sit on the launch pad. I don't know if anything's going to work with it. But we'll find out, folks, in the next episode. Oh my God, did you see that coming? No, you didn't. Alright, guys, so if you've enjoyed this episode of Playing Around in Kerbal Space Center, or program, please give us a like. Give us a comment. And if you really enjoy it, give us a subscribe. Join the Inzainia fan club. Let's keep going and going and going. And I will see you guys in the next episode where we fly this bad boy, or at least try to, or maybe blow it all to hell. You know, who knows? We'll find out in the next episode. Have a great day.